In last lecture, we study about some theorems and scalar product of vector. Today, we study the projection. Projection. What is projection? Suppose there are two vectors. Suppose this is vector A bar and this is vector B bar. Then if we draw a perpendicular from this vector on this vector, then there is a, suppose that perpendicular, foot of the perpendicular is M. And suppose this is O. Then OM bar is the projection of that vector. Or suppose there is a point A, then OM bar is projection of OA bar. In short, projection means if I am standing on the floor and that floor is one vector, I am is another vector, I am another vector. Then there is a shadow of mine which is fall on that floor. That shadow is the projection of me. If we walking on a road, then your shadow will follow you. That shadow is the projection of yourself. That is the projection. So what is the projection? Projection of A bar and B bar. We have to find the projection. Then the projection of B bar on A bar. Projection of B bar on A bar is equal to A bar dot B bar upon mod of A bar. It is A bar dot B bar upon mod of A bar. We just have its formula. Its proof is not for our examination. So just remember this formula. Projection of B bar on A bar is equal to A bar dot B bar upon mod of A bar. If projection of A bar on B bar, then what is the projection of A bar on B bar? It is A bar dot B bar upon mod of B bar. Just here is difference in denominator. Here if B bar on A bar, the denominator is mod of A bar. Here is A bar on B bar, then denominator is mod of B bar. This is the concept of projection of A bar on B bar. Or projection of B bar on A bar. You just have to remember these formulas for the examples. Now next point is directed angle. Next point is direction angle or directed angle. Direction angle and direction cosines. Direction angle and direction cosines. What is direction angle and direction cosines? It is totally new and interesting concept, that is direction angle and direction cosines. What is direction angle? Or how we find the direction angles and direction cosines? Suppose we have to find the position of any point. Suppose we have to find the position of any point in a space. Then for that we have to find its direction angle and direction cosine. Suppose there is any satellite around our earth and we have to find its position or position of that satellite from the earth. Position of that satellite related to earth or reference to earth, then we have to find direction angle and, or then there we use the direction angle and direction cosine, that concepts. Okay, so these are very important concept, that is direction angle and direction cosines. Now what is the direction angle? Suppose there is a 3-dimensional system, axis, this is x axis, this is y axis, and this is axis z. Now we have to find the direction angles. Firstly we get a direction angle. Suppose there is any point P in a space, any point P in a space, we draw a vector with respect to origin and which is passes through that point, that is vector OP bar. Now we have to find its position. For that we take first its direction angles. Its direction angles. Then this vector makes an angle with positive x-axis. Positive x-axis. This angle makes with positive x-axis is alpha. That vector makes an angle with positive y-axis is beta, and that vector, this vector makes angle with positive z-axis is gamma. Then this alpha, beta and gamma are the direction angle of this vector. Then alpha, beta and gamma are the direction angles of this vector. Remember, alpha, beta and gamma, these angles made with a positive x-axis. So here you have to remember that we have to take its positive x-axis angle. So alpha, beta, gamma are the direction angles. Now what is direction cosines? What is direction cosines? Direction cosines, it is all that name, that is cosines. Cosines means cosine of that angle, that is cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. Cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma, these are the direction cosines. Cosines of that angle, that is direction cosines. These are the cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma are the direction cosines. Cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, it is denoted by another letter, that is LMN, or it is equal to LMN. Then there are how many direction cosines for one vector? There is unique direction cosines for the one vector, because this vector makes inclination with x-axis, that is alpha. That angle is unique, alpha is unique. That vector makes inclination y-axis, that is beta, that beta is unique. Also gamma is unique. If these three values are unique, then cosines of that values are unique. So direction cosines are unique for every vector. This is an important note. Direction cosines are unique. Now this LMN are the direction cosines. Now what is about the opposite vectors? What is about opposite vector? Suppose there is a vector OP and you have to find the direction cosines of that opposite vector, that is OP bar. Then what is opposite vector? What is the definition of opposite vector? It has the same magnitude but direction are different, or direction is opposite. So I will draw here the opposite, that is OP dash. OP dash, this is opposite to OP. So this OP dash is the opposite vector of OP bar. Now we have to find its direction cosines. For direction cosines, we firstly find its direction angle. Suppose this makes with that angle is alpha. That angle is alpha. And it is its opposite angle. So this total angle is 180. 180 means pi. This angle, this total angle is pi. If this angle is pi, total angle is pi. So what is this angle? Its inclination with positive axis. That is this angle. So it is pi minus alpha. That means this angle. So direction cosines of OP dash bar is cos pi minus alpha. Now next is this total is pi and this is beta. So its inclination with y-axis, that is pi minus beta. That is cos pi minus beta. And third is cos pi minus gamma. And what is pi minus theta? Cos of pi minus theta. This is the allied angle, pi minus alpha. Allied angle, allied angle, allied angle. So by allied angle concept, which was you studied in 11th standard in trigonometric function topic, that is allied angle. Properties of allied angle or formulas of allied angle. Cos of pi minus theta. Cos of pi minus or 60 degree or cos of pi by 2 minus theta, that are the allied angles. So what is its value? Cos of pi minus theta. Pi minus theta means that angle lies in second quadrant. Angle is pi minus theta, that is angle is below 180 degree. It is lies in second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos is negative. So its value is minus cos alpha. Its value is minus cos beta, and its value is minus cos gamma. So if there is a direction cosines of OP bar is cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, then the direction cosines of its opposite vector is minus cos alpha, minus cos beta, minus cos gamma. So just remember, for the MCQ and for JEE and CET examination, if you have to find the direction cosines for opposite vector, you just change the sign. If there is a plus sign, you will do minus, or if there is a minus, you will do it first plus. So you just change the sign, then you will get the direction cosines of opposite vector. Now this is the direction cosines of opposite vector. Now what are the direction cosines of the vector, unit vectors? What are the direction cosines of the unit vector? X, Y and Z. Suppose you know that I cap is along with X axis. Suppose J cap is along with Y axis and K cap is along with Z axis. I cap, J cap and K cap is along with X, Y and Z axis. Now we have to find the direction cosine of I cap, direction cosine of J cap and direction cosine of K cap. Direction cosine of I cap, direction cosine of J cap, direction cosine of K cap. Now direction cosine of I cap. I cap is along with X. So its inclination with X axis is 0. So its value is cos 0. First angle cos alpha is cos 0. Now inclination of I cap with Y. These three coordinates or these three axes axes are perpendicular to each other. So I cap is perpendicular to y axis, so its value is cos 90. Beta is 90, and also gamma also 90. Cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0, and cos 90 is 0. So direction cosines of I cap is 1, 0, 0. Now what is direction cosine of j cap? Inclination of j cap with x axis, that is alpha. It is 90 degree, so its value is cos 90. Inclination of j cap with y axis, it is 0. So beta is 0, so cos 0. And gamma, inclination with z axis, that is 90 degree. So here cos 90 degree, so its value is 0, 1, 0. So direction cosine of j cap is 0, 1, 0. Now what is direction cosine of k cap? Similarly, if there is a 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, then it is 0, 0, 1. So remember this note also. Direction cosine of I cap is 1, 0, 0, j cap is 0, 1, 0, and k cap is 0, 0, 1. For the CET and JEE examination, you have to know this. Now, next point is direction ratio. Direction ratio. What is direction ratios? Any three numbers proportion to direction cosines, any three numbers proportional to direction cosines are called as direction ratios. This is very important. Any three numbers, you have to take any three numbers and which is proportion of direction cosines is called direction ratios. This concept direction ratio, we will study it in examples. Direction ratios. What is direction ratios? In examples, you easily understand what is the direction ratios. Well, direction ratios are denoted by small letters A, B and C. Direction ratios are denoted by small letters A, B and C. Suppose there is 2, 3 and 4. Suppose there is a 2, 3 and 4 are the direction cosines. And suppose there is a 1 by 2, 1 by 3 or 1 by 4. If this 2, 3 and 4, if we divide or multiply any number to that ratio, to that direction cosines, then we will get direction ratios. Then that number is direction ratio, or it is in proportional. Its proportionality should be equal. Now this will be easily, you can understand this concept direction ratio in examples. So just remember A, B and C are the direction ratios. Now what is the relation between direction ratios and direction cosines? Relation between direction ratios and direction cosines. L is the direction cosine, then L is equal to plus or minus A divided by root of A square plus B square plus C square. M is equal to plus or minus B divided by root of A square plus B square plus C square. And N is equal to plus or minus C divided by root of A square plus B square plus C square. Here value of L, M, N. Here value of L is plus or minus, not plus and minus. because the L, M, N are the direction cosines, and direction cosines are unique. So it has only one value. L has only one value, but there is a plus or minus. Why we take this plus or minus? If there is that vector is opposite, that vector is opposite, then its sign will be changes. I show you before that. If that vector is opposite angle, then if it's of sign plus, then it will become a minus. So we don't know now in examples if that vector is opposite to that vector, or that is a point passing through that point. So for that we have to take its value 2, that is plus or minus. M is also plus or minus, N is also plus or minus. So L, M, N are unique, but here we take plus or minus if that vector is opposite. We don't know now if that vector is opposite or not. So for that we take here plus or minus. You just have the formula. You just have the formula of L, M and N. You just know the formula of that L, M, N. You don't have the proof of these formulas L, M and N. So you have to remember what you have to remember. That is first note, that is direction cosines are unique. Second is direction cosines of I cap, J cap, K cap. That is I cap is 1 0 0, K cap is 0 1 0, and sorry, J cap is 0 1 0 and K cap is 0 0 1. And that formula, that is the relation between direction cosines and direction ratios. What are that relations? That is L is equal to plus or minus A, M is equal to plus or minus B divided by, denominator is same, and N is equal to plus or minus C divided by root of A square, B square and C square. So I hope you understand all this concept, that is direction angle, direction cosines and direction ratios. So thank you.